home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Pittsburgh.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Hey, let's go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. on second down now. It's Logan. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. T.J. Logan, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jameis again. Open man has got one. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, Logan. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. 2nd and 5. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to throw. McLaughlin toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but
and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They go play action. Winston. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line. Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
To throw on 2nd down, McLaughlin. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McLaughlin. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Push him back. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing on second down. Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can set.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So out come the Bucs now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing on first down. McLaughlin. He completes it to Jones. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Get him, put him up.
Winston from the gun on third down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
And an alley to run. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready, set. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm down.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin. Jones has it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Hit it.
Following the fumble recovery, McLaughlin into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he is all the way up past the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. McLaughlin caught by Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. In the slot on the right is Graham.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ben Heaney, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Ready?
To throw on second down. McLaughlin looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter? Easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 45 on second down, Winston completes it to Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jameis now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.